So your check engine light is on right after you had some exhaust work done. You're probably pulling a code like P0137 or maybe P0420 and wondering if something is seriously wrong with your engine. The answer is no. Your engine is almost certainly fine. That light is on because the new exhaust parts are confusing your car's computer. Here's what's actually going on. Your car's computer, the engine control unit, relies on two main oxygen sensors in your exhaust. The first one, which we call the upstream sensor, sits before your catalytic converter. Its job is to help the engine run perfectly by measuring oxygen and adjusting the fuel mixture. The second sensor, the downstream one, is located after the catalytic converter. It has only one task: to make sure the converter is doing its job cleaning the exhaust. A stock factory catalytic converter is designed to be restrictive. It has a dense internal structure that traps pollutants and uses stored oxygen to burn them off. Because of this, the downstream sensor is supposed to see a very smooth, steady signal. This flat signal tells the engine control unit that the converter is healthy and working hard. But when you install a high-flow catalytic converter, or even just a new piece of wider exhaust pipe, a common mod on cars like the Subaru Forester or Outback, you change the whole equation. The exhaust gases now move much, much faster. This faster flow carries more raw oxygen past the downstream sensor. In response, that sensor's signal starts to bounce around, looking almost identical to the signal from the upstream sensor. To the computer, this pattern means only one thing: the catalytic converter has completely failed. The computer is programmed to see this as a critical failure, so it does its job and turns on the check engine light. That's also why resetting the battery or clearing the code doesn't work. The computer will just rerun its tests on your next drive, see the exact same thing, and turn the light right back on. Your car is still mechanically safe to drive with this light on, but here are the steps to fix it for good. First, a quick warning. This solution is often considered for off-road use only. Before you do this to a car you drive on the street, you need to check the local laws in your area to make sure it's permissible. The goal is to move the tip of the downstream oxygen sensor out of the direct path of the fast-moving exhaust. The easiest way is with a small part called an oxygen sensor spacer. It's just a small brass or steel extender. A common do-it-yourself alternative is to use a spark plug non-fouler. If you go this route, you'll need to drill out the center of the non-fouler with a 1/2-inch drill bit. This makes the opening wide enough for the sensor's tip to pass through without being crushed. Once you have your part, let the exhaust cool down completely. Then, find the downstream oxygen sensor. For the codes we mentioned, that's bank 1, sensor 2. It will be the sensor located after your catalytic converter. Carefully unscrew it from the threaded hole, which is called a bung. Take your time so you don't strip the threads or damage the sensor's wires. Now, thread the spacer or your drilled-out non-fouler into the exhaust bung first. Tighten it down. Then, thread the oxygen sensor into the back of that spacer. This simple fix creates a small pocket of air that shields the sensor. It can no longer get a direct reading of the high-speed exhaust. This slows down and flattens its signal, making it look exactly like the signal from a stock, restrictive converter. This will turn off the check engine light and keep it off, without changing how your engine runs or burns fuel. So, why not just ignore the light? The main risk is that a constant check engine light will hide new problems. If something else goes wrong with your engine or transmission later on, you won't get a warning because the light is already on. After you've installed the spacer, the light should turn off on its own after a few short trips. The computer will see the fixed signal, run its checks, and be satisfied for good.